Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to Spirit Medium, Laura Mediumship and Messages. Here you can enjoy healing to happiness with exceptional, evidential and ethical spirit communications. Spirit Medium Laura has been channeling spirit for over 30 years. She is a research medium and is featured as a top 100 psychic in America. Here is Spirit Medium Laura now.
Hi there, everybody. This is, guess who? Spirit Medium Laura, calling in on all of you. And thank you all for calling in on the show and listening to the show. Anyway, I didn't blow dry my hair. Well, I blew it dry, but I didn't straighten it. So if you want to have a real laugh, go to spiritmediumtv.com, and there's a live video feed of me in front of a camera looking like I just put my hand in a light socket. My hair is all frizzy. Oh, well, big news for the day, right? You're probably all yawning at me. Anyway, welcome to the show. Today I will be doing mediumship, messages, healing, and anything else that comes in for you, including meditation, mentoring, and metaphysics. And as a matter of fact, today the focus subject will be the metaphysically stretching time, how we can extend time. There's a technique that was actually channeled into me because of what happened this morning, more about that in a moment. Then after I do the focus subject, I will do a meditation, a prayer, energy connection, and then I will do a group message for all of you, as the queue is very full, and I do have trouble getting to everyone. If it's full now, it's going to be impossible later because people do continue to call in, and which I thank you all for doing, which leads me to the next subject of, well, how the heck do you get spoken to if you have an urgent matter that just can't wait. So if you have an urgent matter that just can't wait, you can donate 8 and jump the gate. Woo! Can you see yourself jumping the gate right now? All you need to do is go to spiritmediumtv.com, and item 3, I think, on that page. Yeah, item 3 on that page gives you the method to do that. It's only $8, and it goes in part to help animals. Item 1 on spiritmediumtv.com is how to get a discounted private session with me, as these are just short radio readings to give you a feel for how I work and hopefully solve some problems for you for free. Also, if you want to be in to win a private session with me, item 2 on that page, spiritmediumtv.com, tells you how to do so. And I might as well tell you now that if you go ahead and join the mailing list at spiritmediumtv.com, it's on the upper right portion of the screen, you will be in to win a private session with me. It's a monthly contest done every month. We're near the end of March. All you're competing with are those that joined during the month of March. If you're already on the mailing list, I don't think that you can re-enter. I think that the system has a way of taking you off. I'm not quite sure about that. But if you're not on it yet, go ahead and add your name to the mailing list, and then you'll be in the March contest or whatever month we're in that contest. So after I do the channel group message, then I go to mediumship. Anybody that's waiting in the queue that wants an other side connection, that will be then. I try to do 2, and then I go into life readings and also healing. There's somebody waiting in the queue for healing, life questions, so on and so forth. And also I do other side connections depending on how the queue looks and how I feel. So if you do have a question, you want to have a question answered about your own life, please have a succinct question ready. Do not give me background. I say that over and over and over again. Maybe you're tired of hearing me say that, but it is very important for you to do it that way so that you get an answer that is not biased by me. If you tell me everything, I'm not impartial anymore, and you would influence your answer. You want to get the clear answer from spirit. You don't want it filtered through me. Okay, so what is the focus subject? Well, I kind of came across this really cute subject or idea this morning, how to metaphysically stretch time. We all think time is finite. Well, this morning I was rushing around. I had 2 appointments with clients, and one of them was a full hour right before the show, and I thought when I got up this morning that I didn't have any other appointments before that. Well, lo and behold, another appointment was able to sneak in there. And although I love the fact I had another appointment, I was like, huh? I didn't discover it till like an hour before the appointment. So I was still eating breakfast, and I had a lot of things I had to do before the appointment. I had to finish up setting the radio show. I had to shower, put on, well, shower. I had to get a focus subject for the show. I had to meditate. There were a lot of things that had to happen. And usually that takes about an hour and a half or 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours to do all of that. So I had to do it really fast. So, and then all through this, I decided I would just channel the answer to the focus subject while I was doing other things. So I pulled up my smartphone and channeled it into the phone. Would you believe it? And there was the subject. It just kind of popped out of the woodwork, which was what I was going to use right then, is how to metaphysically, is there a way, spirit guides, to metaphysically stretch time? And a very interesting answer came in. Very interesting. And so if you go to spiritmediumtv.com, you'll see under focus subject, the first article there, metaphysically stretched time. There's a link and it takes you to where the article is. And if you're finding this website later after the show, and maybe the link is no longer on Spirit Medium TV, just go to the right side of the web page, spiritmediumtv.com. And under the video on the right is a search field, and just search for metaphysically stretched time and you'll find it, or just stretch time, or however you can do that. And so the answer is the following. Let me see if I should read it, or should I state it, or what should I do? Let's see. Am I on that page right now? Yeah, I am. Okay, let's go there. It's kind of interesting. So the guide said stretching time is easy enough. And I'm thinking to myself, really? Oh, and then they go on to say one must think of the outcome desired in the time frame given to them. So I had 5 minutes to take a shower. Let's see, I had to wash my hair and do a number of other things. And it usually would take me 15 minutes to do that. I needed to do it in 5 minutes. So I thought of what I needed to do, and I said I need to do it in 5 minutes. And then they said once one understands where one is going with the desired objective, one may place within the time frame certain key focus points. So you break your time down is what they mean. Those are the areas where one needs to deliver certain objectives by that time frame, by that moment. And then you set up your intentions and blah, blah, blah. So you're trying to slice your time with objectives to be accomplished. So in 5 minutes, the first minute I want to wash my hair. The second minute I want to do this. The third minute I want to do that. Blah, blah, blah. And then they said there's another part of this as well, and that's the equilibrium of time. So they said once you've done all that, set up your intentions, the goals that you want to accomplish in a certain time frame, it is not difficult to stretch the use of time. However, to change the actual equilibrium of time is another matter. And they use this term equilibrium, I guess balance of time, or stretching it. That's what stretching means to spirit guides. So it's a perceptive difference, they say. And then this is highlighted. One may change their perception of time by seeing it differently. The more relaxed one is within a specific continuum, the more one stretches time. So, stretching time is a matter of how relaxed one individual is within the time allowed. And then they go on to say if we combine both approaches, use of time and equilibrium of time, we come up with the absolute formula for stretching time. I love this. It's mathematical. And this formula is lengthening time is equal to setting objectives for use of time, relaxing, and then using the time. Simple enough. And we hope that this makes sense to you today. God bless, blah, blah, blah. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Hope that you found it interesting. And by the way, outcome, when I tried it, okay? So I gave myself 5 minutes to do what normally would take me 15 minutes. And I did pretty well. I actually did it all in 7 minutes. And I kind of got discombobulated in the middle and stopped setting my objectives and, all that, stopped relaxing. But when you set objectives for what you want to accomplish and you have the time frame and you break it down and then deep breathe and relax, you'd be surprised what you can do. And I did everything I needed to do, got the 2 clients serviced beautifully, did my meditations. The only thing I didn't do today was my hair. I'm sure you don't mind, right? Okay, good. All right, so now we're going to do a meditation, prayer, energy connection, and then I'll do a channel message for everybody here. All right, so if you are listening and you are wanting a connection to spirit, in other words, something about your own life, or you want a healing, or you want an other side connection, please incorporate into the following. Please sit back in your respective location, relax, uncross arms and legs. Start to breathe abdominally, focusing in on the in-breath, focusing out on the exhale. If you're wanting an other side connection, please ask for those people, those souls, to join us now. Say hello to them. Have them sit in the room with you. Have them waiting there. Say hello, hugs and kisses, scolding if you need to. Have them there with you. If you are wanting an answer to a life question, please think of your question now. If you're wanting a healing, please think of your healing now. And please ask that you receive what you need. I'm going to go off and do the prayer silently while you do your assignment. I'll be right back. And so now what I need you all to do on your next exhale of breath, I need you to release into the space your energy connection. One moment, please. Okay. The Ascended Master Buddha is with us and is putting us all into pink light, which is very high vibrational color. Okay, let me go now to the ones. We are here. We are the ones. We are your friends. We love each and every one of you. We are the ones you call to in the darkness. We are the ones that hear you when you pray. We are the ones that help you when you use your intuition. We are the ones. We are here to help you in your progress, to help you create the best life possible for yourself on earth. We are here to intervene when there is suffering, when there is crying, when there is sadness. We are here to partner with you in your joy, in your accomplishments, in the things you need and want in your life. We are here to teach you your greatness, for greatness is what and who you are. Each and every one of you is a great soul. Most of you know not that. When you truly understand that you are as great as the one, not the ones, the one power of the universe. When you truly understand that you are part of that power, you become your greatness. You activate your greatness that was always there, but lying dormant. We would like to give you a chance today to activate your greatness now. And so we ask each of you to take a moment to introspect. You might want to close your eyes and again go back to breathing deeply from your abdominal area. And we would like you to think about the last year in your life. Think about the last year, perhaps the last month if you cannot remember that far back. But give yourself enough time back to find the following. We would like you to think of something that you did that was magnificent. Perhaps it was calling for help when you needed it. Perhaps it was providing help to another without disturbing your own resources, using your ingenuity and your own genius. Perhaps it was simply reaching out and helping someone that needed help, cooking a meal for someone that needed a shoulder to cry on. What is it that you have done this past year, longer or shorter time frame, that you feel is something you can be proud of? We will give you a moment to think of that now. Great. And so when you feel down about yourself, remember this exercise. Think of the things you have done that have been right, that have been correct, that worked for you or others. Think of when you've laid your hand out to help someone else, or you helped yourself. Think of the problems that you've solved. Think of the courage you've had, the bravery that you've shown, the compassion that you own. Always remember your greatness, dear ones, as you indeed are great. Namaste. Oh, that's a beautiful message. So if you're feeling kind of puny today, remember you're great. Okay? Especially do that exercise if you're feeling down and out about yourself. Don't beat yourself up so much. Okay, I'm now going to go to the first person waiting for an other side connection, and then I will go to other things after that. I go to two other side connections if they're there. I do have two other side connections. The first one, I believe, was from Aisha. Hold on. Hi, Aisha. How are you, honey?
Hi, Laura. I'm doing good.
Good. I think I worked with you on Monday, didn't I, honey?
Well, I called in, but I never got, I was on the queue, but I never got picked up.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry about that, darling. Yeah, we already spoke about that a moment ago. Okay, sweetie. So you're asking for another side connection. Your area code is 423. Let me just go to that, love. Okay. Okay, there's a woman here for you. She carries extra weight on her form. Okay, she's overweight. She has original hair color, dark to black hair. It looks like it's got some white in it. She's a very mothering energy. Could be a grandma, an aunt, could be your mother. I don't know who it is. But she's big. She's got a big body on her, okay? And one of the things that's just,
Yeah.
you understand? Okay. And one of the things that's very distinctive about her is how she parts her hair on the left side, and then it's medium to shorter length. She combs it over to the right. It kind of goes up in a nice little flip of like I don't know how you call that, cascades across the head and then comes down and goes into a little round, like a curl up on the side of her head. And it's, like a mid-length to shorter, and it's a nice looking. And there's more white towards the front of the hair than in the back. It gets whiter near the face. Okay. And her hair is, it's a little brittle, and it has a little bit of a frizziness to it, or texture to it, if you will. Okay. She's loving, sweet person, very kind, smaller nose, like almost a little turn up there, high cheekbones, kind eyes, loving eyes, very pretty skin, even to the end of her passing. Her face is so full that her lips don't look that wide or anything. Her lips are actually really defined. She's got a wider lower lip and a narrower top lip. Would you understand that, please?
Yes, that's my mom.
Okay. Very loving person, but the weight is a problem. Very, very problematic for her. It caused a lot of problems in her whole health profile, if you will. There's heart issues, kidney issues. I don't know what happened with her kidneys, but there's kidney issues too, a few different kinds of things. Yeah, you understand?
Yeah.
Okay. A whole gamut of things. And she says it was almost like, she want to call it, okay, she's saying it this way because I couldn't get the word, but like as if, everything went wrong at this, cascade effect. Everything went wrong at the same time, and she laughs a little bit. It's a little sad about it, but laughs a little bit. There's also, so what she's saying is, she had impending or pending health issues, but then everything goes like an alarm. Everything kind of goes wrong at the same time. And she said there was nothing they could do anymore. She said she was under care of doctor for many years, but to no avail. She was unable to really do what the doctor wanted. And she also says nor did she really care to, because she's a live for the today kind of person, and it was really difficult for her to thin down. She says she thinks it's metabolism issues, sugar issues as well. I don't know what she means, but blood sugar issues. She's saying she had blood sugar issues, hard for her to calm her nerves, and she ate a lot to quell her nerves. You understand nerves and eating, please?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. All right. And then she's also saying something about blood sugar issues to go with it. I don't know what that means, but I know this, what I know, Aisha, is that when people have, when they're overweight, they tend to have blood sugar issues. It's leading to diabetes. But she's saying that blood sugar issues created part of the problem with the weight. So for whatever that is, I'm sure you're not a doctor, and you maybe you are a doctor. Who knows? I don't know, but maybe you don't know what that means, but I lay it on the table for you. There's also a sense of a male down the family line under her. That means you have a brother or something, or she may have a younger brother, or maybe a grandson in there. They feel a male under her. There's several children under her. She says, you're not the only one, Aisha. She says, I love you very, very much. Thank you for calling me in. Are you crying, honey?
Yeah. It's nice to connect with her and to just have you pick up on her so spot on. And it's been a little over a year, but this is the first time that I've tried to connect, and I feel her all the time, but this has been really nice.
Oh, well, listen, I know what it's like to lose a mother. I lost my mother, and it's been 12 years later now, and I still scream at her sometimes. I go, Mom, where are you? Where are you? I want you, especially your mother, because there was a lot to hug. And I get this feeling of her playful energy, very sweet, loving, kind person, but very infuriating on some levels, because you never could quite get her to get a handle on her health, and it wasn't for you to do, It wasn't for you to do. Anyway, she says, look, I'm at peace with what happened to me now. She says, I know it was my own doing, my own fault. She says, I could have had a few more years on Earth. She says, but I just couldn't make it happen. So she takes a little responsibility, it's not 100% just happened to me, but part of it is her own self-care was not the best. And I get this feeling of, I get this feeling about her, like, if you ever try to have a heart-to-heart with her about it, she would end up becoming playful in the conversation, and you never could really get serious about that with her. She has she has that loving, playful thing going, oh, don't talk to me about that, honey. I looked at the whatever. Very cute, very sweet. I don't know why she shows me this. Maybe this was a conversation or something, but she shows me a vision of her changing the bed sheets, and that you might have been in the room with her helping her do. So like she might just switch the subject. Let's clean instead, or let's cook instead, or let's do this or that instead. Okay. There's something else about shoes. Something about shoes that you gave her near the end of her life to help with her feet and the problems with her feet. They seem to be dark, the shoes, like black or something. Do you remember anything like that?
Well, I remember some shoes that I have of hers that she wore a lot during the end, and they were black.
Okay. So then maybe you got them from her, not that you gave them to her, but they were to help her feet feel better. She's bringing them up for a reason. Let me just see what she wants. So you have her shoes. Oh. What do you want to say about the shoes, Mom? Okay, she's laughing a little bit. She says, you can let them go now. And she'd make a little joke about them. You know, they're kind of smelly. Don't hold on. Don't hold on to them too long, honey. She says, you'll get over the loss over time, she says, but the shoes are not good to be in the closet like that. I get the feeling that she's very clean, and she doesn't like things around that would hold odor or anything like that. She says, there are better ways to remember my presence. There are better ways to remember my presence. And then she also intervenes and says, not that I'm going to tell you how to remember me. You know, if that's important to you, go right ahead and hold on to the shoes. But there are the things I gave you that hold more of my energy than the shoes, and hold more of how I want to be remembered better than the shoes. Now, seems to be going to some kind of a necklace or brooch or something that goes around the neck that's looks like it's gold or something silver that you have of hers also. Things like that are cleaner, she says, you know, jewelry and things like that.
Okay.
She says, hold that close to your heart, my dear. I love you very much, and thank you for letting me come in. I love you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, honey. God bless, love. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Okay, I'm going to go to Patty now. I was waiting for another side connection, then I will get to the live questions. Okay, thank you, Aisha, by the way. Hi, Patty. How are you,
Hi,
honey?
Laura.
Hi. How are you?
Fine.
Good.
You know, I want to thank you just for the first, because I have people tell me like it's time, move along, and to me there is no time frame to stop thinking of somebody that you've loved your entire life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
You know, I don't think it ever ends. You know, I don't think, you know, the way I feel is ever going to end. I mean, I'm always going to think of it and feel about it. And it's not that I just don't want to let go. So I keep it in memory.
Yeah.
And I don't like it when people tell me, well, time to move along. You know, well, of course you move along, but I feel like I need to like bring that forward too.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that for a minute before I go into, because this is something for everyone to hear. It's not only in terms of losing someone to spirit, but also sometimes we have traumatic relationships we lose while the person's alive. I had that experience, not only my mother that I lost and my father and all that, but I also lost a person that I was was in love with. And that a lot of people said the same thing to me about that. They understood the loss of my mom more than they understood the loss of somebody living. So it pertains to a lot of different things. Everybody listening, as Patty says, it's you grieve as long as you need to grieve. And by the way, what's going on in the background?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm in a coffee shop.
Is there any way that you could?
Noisy?
Yeah, because it's really distracting me. I can't talk hardly. Every word I have to like yell, and I gotta get. Is there any way that you can get to a quiet place, honey?
I'm walking now.
All right, wonderful. Yeah, because I just want to finish the thought. So everybody listening, you grieve as long as you need to grieve. You honor your grief, and in terms of there's a lot that you can do to get over grief. And maybe we'll talk about that when I'm done with Patty's discernment. Patty?
Yes.
Are you outside yet, honey? There you go. It's a little quieter
I'm
now.
outside.
All right, perfect.
Okay.
Now, maybe we'll talk about how to get over grief when I'm done with you, depending on what your situation is. Wow, it's so noisy, honey. It's so noisy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, there is a mail coming in for you from spirit, but every time there's noise, it breaks my concentration. So anything, Patty, that you can do, my dear, to lower that noise would be very much appreciated. Okay, all right. I do see a mail there for you, and I don't know who he is just yet. He's okay. He's showing me himself pretty clearly now. He looks like he's gone to an advanced age. So if this is, whoever you're thinking of, I don't know who you're wanting. I don't know, but this man is older. Okay, he has white hair.
Okay.
He has white hair. His skin is white. His hair is white. He's wearing a sweater over his shirt. He's got a softness to his frame that one would have as they move into more of a senior capacity, a senior age. He's got His hair's a little disheveled, a little messed up, a little bit of thinning on the top, but not terribly so. One might say that he kept most of the hair on the top of his head for most of, at least what I'm seeing. And it's all white, but he still has hair on the top of his head. He has a stronger nose. It's pointed at the tip. He looks a little tired in his eyes, and there's a little bit of darkness around the eyes. He says he likes to sleep a lot towards the end of his life. He says people did not pay that much attention to him when he was nearing the end of his life. He says mostly because he didn't want people to know. The noise outside is driving me crazy. I'm going to do my very best. I'm going to do my very best, but it breaks the concentration. What I'm saying here is that he says something about towards the end of his life, he didn't want people to know he was ill or that he wasn't feeling well. He kept it to himself a lot. He didn't want people fussing over him. He didn't want people crooning over him. And he also says that he just thought it was something, getting sleepy was normal for him. He needed to sleep a lot and rest a lot. He's losing his vitality and his energy. Do you understand this from the broad stroke of what I just said, honey? Do you understand this for anyone you would know?
If you were a large set man, I would. But other than that, I don't know who that is. I didn't know my grandparents, so.
Well, he could be large set. Yes, he could be. But everything else fit a large set person, from what I'm saying. Holding, what I said was white hair, thinning on the top, straight nose. Yes. He's dressed casually. Yeah, he has a stomach on him. I see a stomach like sticking out. He's holding a cup of coffee. He's holding a cup of coffee today, the way he comes in to show himself to me. I don't know if I mentioned it. Well, I'll mention it again. He's got a wider bridge on the nose, and he comes to sort of a pointed, refined tip to the nose. That's distinctive about his face. Thin lips. He always keeps showing me his mouth open as if he's talking. So he might have liked to talk a lot. I don't know if that fits him as well. And he's got darkness around the eyes. He says he likes to sleep a lot towards the end of his life, and he doesn't let anyone know he's not feeling that well. Now, from that, everything I'm saying, to understand this for the heavy-set person, please. Does it all fit together?
Yes.
Okay. Then, and is this your father, honey?
In-law.
Father-in-law. Okay, because I hear father, the word father. Okay, and he's holding a cup. Now, it may not be the one that you're grieving the loss over right now, but it is a person that's coming in very clearly and succinctly to let you know he's okay. He also says, thanks, everybody. He's saying it through you. Thanks, everybody, for helping me as best you all could. I know I let it go too long. The illness I had, nobody really knew what was going on. He says, I kept it hidden. And he's going into another word here, hidden memories. Hidden memory of myself. I don't know what he means by that. He said, hidden memory of myself. It's an awful dream I cast upon myself to let myself go like that. I was unable to control myself towards the end of my life and take care of myself. My mental faculties were gone. So this man is saying, and I kind of felt it before, that what he means by getting sleepy is he's losing mental acuity. Do you understand that, please?
Yes.
Okay. And he's trying to make like he's all there. Okay, he's hiding it from people. Nobody understands. And then finally, it was something that could not be hidden any longer. He's bringing this out, sweetheart, to I guess to apologize in a way, to everybody. You're being the donor here because you're a very nice person to allow yourself. You're being the donor. But I do know there's somebody else that you're, I know that's not who, because you opened up our conversation with, we never stopped the loss and the grieving. And it's probably either for your husband or somebody like that. Who is it that you're grieving for that you haven't lost the grieving for, love?
Well, there's two people. And it's the anniversary dates of my brother and my mother, 3 weeks apart.
Okay.
In April.
All right. Okay. Well, let me just see quickly if I can pull one of them in for that. Hold on, bro, mom. I don't know why your father-in-law had to come in, but that's the one who came in first.
He's very strong energy, my father-in-law.
Oh, yeah, that's true. And remember, I said he liked to talk a lot. There he is. Okay.
Yep.
Now there is a mother figure. Okay. I see a woman very clearly before me. She might have liked the color light blue, or she's just showing me herself wearing light blue, sky blue, like a little sweater right now. She has a very kind face, kind eye. She's on the thinner, whoever this is, that may not be your mother, okay? Whoever this is, she's thinner. She's a thinner person, not carrying a lot of extra weight. Her hair is gray. It looks like very few women wear their, okay, I can't talk with all that noise. Patty,
Okay.
I can't talk with all that noise. Nah, you try to control it, sweetheart. This woman is showing me that she liked to look good. She liked to dress up. She's wearing a little bit of makeup. She's looking really good today. She's wearing a little red lipstick. Did Mom ever wear lipstick or anything like that, please?
Yes, but her hair wasn't white.
I said, was it gray? Steel gray?
No.
Okay. Well,
that was my aunt.
Oh, you're okay. Did Aunt have her hair on the longer side? Did Aunt have her hair on the longer side?
No.
Well, the woman I see, and I don't know why, it could just be an affectation of spirit in the moment of what they're showing me, but she's got her hair like as if it might have been longer, but that she rolls it up in a bun, or she's got it close to her face. So I don't know what that's all about, but it is a steel gray color. Let me just finish, because the hair color could be off a little bit, okay? Did Mom dye her hair?
Okay.
Did Mom dye her hair?
Yes.
Okay, so underneath it all, it might have been steel gray. All right, so I see like in the front over the forehead, like this lift of hair there, and then it pulls back off the face. But the face is important to show. What I see is narrow bridge, wider nostrils, straight nose, flesh at the tip, but a nice nose. I see high cheekbones, slender, oval kind of face, nice jawline, but not. Oh boy, we got a lot of noise there. Okay, high cheekbones. She's got a nice jawline, but she's got an oval face though overall. She's a very kind and loving person, very spiritual, and she also says very mature for her age. She never did anything out of turn, like speak out or be rash or harsh with people. She was always very cognizant of other people's feelings, and that's what she means by being mature. She says people who speak out and hurt others, they're not mature, and she's taught you that from a young age on, and that's why you are the way you are, Patty, she says, and she loves you very, very much.
Yes.
She shows me herself. Yes, she shows me narrowness in the shoulder area, and she's very thin looking in the image she's giving me, and I get the feeling of a waste. Okay, she's giving me the feeling of a wasting away, which usually goes with cancer, if you will. But whatever it is, she has an illness that's taking its toll and its strength on her body. Do you understand, please?
Yes.
Okay, she's coughing up, throwing up towards the end. There's problems with her intestinal tract and a few other things in the body. These are some symptoms. You understand those symptoms? One of them in particular, nausea.
Yes.
Okay. She loves you very, very, very much. Your brother is here with her. She says, give him all the crystal light you're doing. He needs help now. Give him the
He does. Okay.
Give him the crystal light you're giving him. He needs more help.
Okay.
All right.
I will.
All right. I don't know what that means, but obviously she knows what it means, and you know what it means. So I'm going to leave you with that, my dear. And I'm going to let you go. I'm going to close the line, but I'm going to talk about how to get over grief a little bit when I close the line, and then I'm going to.
Thank you, Laura.
Thank you, honey. Blessings
to you.
to you.
So much. I appreciate it.
Thank you, love. Bye-bye. Bye, honey. Bye. Okay, so I'm trying to be fast because we're already we're already 40 minutes into the show. But in terms of grief, any kind of grief, there's something called EMDR, which is something therapists do, licensed therapists, and it's a rapid eye movement done in a professional setting. It's used quite often with people who are victims of post-traumatic stress disorder, and grief is an example of that as well. So we're not going to do that right now because I'm not a licensed EMDR therapist. But if you're looking for relief from grief, that is one way to help process it. Doesn't mean we forget the person, but it can get us over that. We reframe it as if we're calling in our guides and they're healing it with us. We reframe the situation. It's similar to when we dream at night and we go to REM, rapid eye movement, and we reframe situations in our life. REM is using both sides of the brain. And when we use both sides of the brain, we're able to reframe a situation, like rewriting the memory of it so we see it from a higher perspective. And that allows healing to occur. Another way to do this, which is readily accessible to you, and I spoke about it a couple of radio shows before, is using your own meditation. I have an article on my website. So if you're looking at this or listening to the show in the future, you can simply search. In the right sidebar, there's a search window there, and you would search for stress less. And if you search for that phrase, stress less, you will come up with a meditative process, including a meditation audio I use, where you go into your meditation and then you bring up the area of pain and you enter it. You allow yourself in a safe setting to enter the trauma until it starts to melt away. And you do it from time to time as much as you need to do it. You'll find that you start reframing issues. You're calling in your higher self. You're calling in your guides. You're calling in your healing self to reframe situations that have to do with loss, grief, anxiety of any sort. Okay, I'm going to go to the first person that is waiting the longest for a life connection, and I believe that would be, okay, I've got to be very fast here, Veronica. There's a lot of you here, by the way. I'm sorry for all that. I can't get to everybody. Hello, Veronica. How are you, my dear?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good, wonderful. So now when we do live questions, if you would, oh boy, we do have people who have made payments as well, and I will get to all of you. If I don't get to everybody during the radio show that has made a donation, I will call you later, right after the show. But it looks like I have 4 people that I might have to get to after Veronica. Okay. Wow, today I've been doing something with my own meditations, and it seems like I'm seeing the reality of it. Oh, goodness gracious, I can't keep up with it all. What is your question, my dear?
I need a healing, a chakra.
Oh, okay. All right. Veronica, 570. Hold on. I'm surprised I didn't put healing next to your name. I must have. No, there's Kate that has a healing. Okay. Hold on, love. Veronica, 570. Let me just look at your chakras quickly. Veronica, 570. You're calm. You're a very calm person. That's good. Okay. Now, you're saying chakra, but I'm feeling that there's something going on in your stomach area that's bothering you. It's not a spirit, mind, body, soul, though everything is related to that. But like it's an illness, a physical illness, and might be some emotional, spiritual underpinnings to that. Are you calling about a physical illness, honey, that you'd like to get to the root of?
No.
Okay.
No, just clearing.
Clearing. Okay. Tell me what it is, love, because it's not showing me. Tell me what the issue is, honey.
Well, any blockage that prevents me from moving forward financially, career-wise.
All right, let me just see if I can. Usually that takes an hour in private session to do, so I'm going to do as best I can. Hold on 1 second, love. I'm going to shoot through the chakras there like that. Hold on. This is for Veronica, 570. Hold on. Okay. They're telling me that it has to do with self-esteem mostly. And they take me to the first chakra. I just ended up in there because I always start with that chakra, but that's one of them. Okay, so we'll clear one of them. And the issue is not enough belief in yourself. The issue of scarcity, which is always represented by the root chakra, is an issue of not enough belief in your abilities to commandeer take charge and get what you want. So that's one thing. I mean, I'm sure there's a number of different things, but that is one thing that we will clear today and work on. And I'm going to give you a little more detail about it so that you can confirm it or disaffirm it for me, okay? Let me just see what goes with that. Okay. So what I get is when you're a child, people are not paying that much attention. I mean, you're raised, you have a loving family, but you're just taken as one of, like everyone else. You're not told you're special in any way, or that you're not seen as anybody shining in any way. Would you agree with that, please?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to clear that on you, and everybody listening, this is a sampling of how a total mind, body, soul return to oneness healing goes, and it happens in all the chakras this way. This is the root, excuse the pun, because we're in the root chakra, of the foundation. This is a foundational issue for you. Okay, and so as you understand this, that you were not looked upon as anything different than others, not even that you were loved, you were fed, you were loved, you were housed, you were cleaned, you were given everything you need to give, but you had hand-me-downs, you didn't have your own stuff, you was one of many, or there's a lot of people around you, but you're loved. Okay, but your gifts are not seen or not known. And so from this point forward, we are going to say to you as your guides that you are a very special person, Veronica. You are a person of much love, much kindness, and much ability to see into the hearts of others. Your gift is the gift of healing thyself and healing others. You must have more faith in your uniqueness to do this. With this shift in personal perception, you will understand better how to attract in the love that you desire, not only from another person, but also for yourself, and so that you may also bring in the bounty that goes with the Dharma. Dharma is the work that you have come to earth to do. Your specialness, your karmic bind, your karmic contract. You've come into earth to be the healer. You are a healer now, but you're not using it enough. You're not using it enough in a unique way. You have to look at others, and you have to use healing abilities you have that are dormant right now. You need to open the door to those healing abilities. Oh, they give me all kinds of different information about you. I'm stopping the channeling for a moment to just make a commentary on this. It looks to me like you do healing work, like either a nurse or in some kind of healing profession. What do you do for a living, honey?
I worked in a doctor's office, but I don't do healing or anything like that.
All right. You seem like if you would tap into your ability to heal, that you would be bringing in more money for yourself. Okay, that you are a healer. And they're not just saying this lightly. They're trying to show you your specialness. Do you know anything about psychic gifts for yourself? Have you ever done anything with that, Veronica?
Not for myself. No.
Okay. Well, this is what they're saying. This was a little bit different than what we expected, and that's why I love working with spirit so much. That you have gifts of healing. I know this sounds strange, but I have to tell you, you have gifts of healing, and that working with crystals would be very benign for you. So the first person to heal is yourself, and they want you to put crystals perhaps on, well, right now they're showing me to put a crystal, big crystal, nice big crystal, on your root chakra, and pray that you be released of these scarcity issues, and you start to believe in yourself and in your uniqueness. And that once you start to do that for yourself, you can turn around and use crystals to help others heal. Now, will this be the way that you make a lot of money? Maybe not. But it is something that you can do. I'm not going to connect your healing ability with making money, but I will connect your healing ability with healing yourself so that you can make more money, and that scarcity issues will be removed. After doing this healing 3 times, they say, using a big crystal, what do they call that? There's one that's violet, it's a purple color. I don't know the name of it. One of those on your root chakra. Do it 3 different times with prayer. You will start to do the following after that. You will start to budget better. and you will start to attract in better situations that will be rich with money for you. Better job, better people in your life. And in particular, one area that's always fallen short for you seems to be the area of spouse and or love, and that will clean itself up as well, so that you'll have a more supportive in more ways than one partnership in your life, which will also help with money. Does that make sense to you, Veronica?
Yes, but the chakra, I put it on my head. Is that what they're saying?
No, your root chakra. That's the groin area. That's the one I was looking at just now. They want you to only work on that chakra 3 times.
Okay.
All right. This is just a form of prayer, honey, with
Laura?
Crystal. Hmm?
Laura, this is Susie. I'm sorry to interrupt, but they're probably talking about an amethyst crystal.
Oh, thank you for the word, honey. I couldn't get it. Thank you, sweetheart. Okay. Veronica, sweetie, do you understand what I just said, honey? Amethyst crystal, which is the violet one, and putting it on your root chakra, and then doing prayer work to ask that whatever's blocking you from monetary success be removed. Do it 3 times, 3 different days, 3 different moments, whatever it is. Not 3 times in succession in one sitting, 3 different days.
Okay.
And you'll see shifts in your life. And one of them will be in partnership with another. Another one will be in belief in yourself. Another one will be in attracting in better money, whatever it is, job, whatever. And then another one will be budgeting, which is another area that you can do better in. Okay, honey? So that's your healing for today, love. I have to get going now. Okay?
I know. Thank you so much.
Thank you, love. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm going to go see very quickly who's made these donations. Hold on. Okay, we've got Crystal. Well, I've already worked with Crystal, so that's good. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you, Crystal, so much. That goes in part to help animals. And then it looks like I have 4 different Smile. Okay, we've got Smile Child. Okay, and that would be, oh, that's Danielle. Okay, Danielle, I'll get to you in a moment. We've got Susie B. Oh, Susie B., you're a doll. Thank you so much for the donation. And then we've got Cecilia. Okay, so I'm going to go to Cecilia, and if I need to go to Danielle afterwards and Susie afterwards, I will do so. And everything will be recorded, so don't worry. Actually, I don't need to go afterwards. I could just extend the show, and it'll be recorded on the video. First person, I'm going to go to Cecilia. Thank you, Cecilia, sweetheart. 972 starts the phone number. Everybody listening, if you want to jump the queue, you make a donation. Too late now for this show, so please don't. Oh my goodness, I almost did something like, I almost closed the show down. Oh my God. I guess I'm doing too many things at once. Hold on. Cecilia. Do I find her? Is that Cece? No. All right. Hold on. Let me get the area code again. 972. Okay. All right. It says something different there. Okay. There she is. Hi, honey. Thank you so much, Cecilia CC, for your donation, love.
Hi.
Hi, sweetie.
Can you hear me?
I can, very well. Okay.
Okay, good.
Yeah. All right, sweetheart. So what can we do for you today? What can we do for you today? You want a healing or you want mediumship, love?
I'll go ahead and do mediumship, please.
Okay. Okay, there is a female coming in for you. Feels like a mother figure of sorts. She shows me dark hair, and she looks like she dyed it towards the end of her life because it still appears to be dark, or at least the time she's showing me. It looks like it's medium cut to shorter cut, layered. Has a little wave around it. She's a shorter figure, and she's carrying a little extra weight on her. Nothing exceptional, but just a stockier build. Would you understand that for anyone you know, please, at the first brush of it?
Oh gosh, I don't know. It could be either my mom or a very dear friend of mine that passed away. Both of them passed away at the age of 40. Different years, but at that age, at a very young age.
Okay, I'm going to continue to develop it till we have a firm ID. But from what I've said so far, that fits both of them. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, good. Let me continue then. She's very meticulous, this woman. She has a fuller bust line. She has a body that's built wider at the shoulders and the bust area and narrower towards the hips. One of those kind of bodies, if you will. And as I already mentioned, she's short. She also wears shorter, stockier frame. She also wears, in this particular image, she's wearing eyeglasses. She also has an oval face, a little chubbier, a little bit of extra weight in there. I think this is your mom, honey, by the way. And also she's wearing a birthday hat to say it's somebody's birthday. It's either yours or somebody else in the family. It could even be hers. Do you understand this, please, yet? For anybody in particular?
Well, my mom didn't use glasses. In fact, she had excellent vision.
Okay. What about the birthday? Is it anybody's birthday, honey?
You see, I just had one grandbaby that just had a birthday on the 11th.
All right, hold on.
And
hold on, honey. Let me just give you the face because I can see her face. And it's funny,
okay.
the glasses she's wearing are very, maybe she's just wearing them to tease us. I don't know. But it's almost like, we wear those funny glasses that we would wear at a party, like for Mardi Gras or something. They're kind of ornate, if you will. So I'll just say it to you that way. Okay, so now looking at her face, it's oval. It's a little bit chubbier. She's got an ovalness to the chin area. She looks like she has just a little bit, slightest bit of a, I don't know, looks like a dimple in her chin or something. She's got like rosebud lips. They're fuller, on the fuller side. She's got an even nose. It's not big. It kind of turns up a little bit towards the bottom of the nose. She's very smart and mature for her age. She's very intellectual also. She's got a number of different qualities to her. Hold on. Brown eyes. Of course, your last name is Dela Cruz, I'm assuming, because she's got brown hair. Remember I told you that? Brown hair. Very smart. She keeps saying I'm very smart and intellectual. I taught you a lot in life. Now she gives me a little difference in her personality. Did both the women you're thinking of have a big bust line, sweetheart?
My friend did, not my mom. She had very broad shoulders.
Oh, so now we got a mix of both. Mom has broad shoulders and not a big bust line. One of them has a big bust line. Okay, hold on. Now I can see what you mean then. All right, well, please step forward, one of you. I'm asking them. Hold on. Please step forward, one of you. Please let me know who. I would like to bring in your mom. I think that would be more meaningful to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, one of them actually, I think this might be the way I distinguish. One of them has thinner lips, and she is like more almond eyes. The other one has more fuller eyes. One of them is rounder rosebud lips, and I think that's your mom with the oval face. And I'm trying to find, and the other one has narrower lips. No, it doesn't ring a bell, honey? I'm asking you to help me out.
Almond eyes. We have almond eyes in our family.
And thin lips? Because there's thin lips to go with the almond eyes in that face. The one I'm looking at.
I want to say, yeah, kind of thin.
Thin?
Not too thin, though.
Not too thin? Okay, good. So let me just go there. That's the one on the left. So that one...
And is that the one with the nose? Because my mom had like almost like a Bewitched type nose, Elizabeth Montgomery type nose.
Yeah, but that's the one okay, yeah. On the left, I see this woman on the left, and there's two women in front of me. The one on the left has the thinner lips, and not real thin, but she has a petite nose. Okay, I don't see the nose. Okay. I don't see the nose very clearly right now for her, but I see the almond-shaped eyes. She's thin. She's thin though. This is not a heavy woman. Okay, she's not heavy. She's on the thinner side. She's got brown hair. And she's the one with the wider shoulder. Well, you already told me that your mother had wide shoulders and not a really big bust line. So that's her. I think that's your mom on the left. Now let me just go and develop her a little bit. Okay. There's something to do with coughing in her health. Do you understand that, please? Coughing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's the health issue. It has to do with lungs, obviously, and throat area. That's the thing that took her breath away and took her life away. She's sorry for that it happened, because you said it happened when she was only in her 40s. You told me that. I'm just saying it.
90 seconds.
She's sorry that happened that way. She didn't mean to leave you so soon. She says, you've always honored me since. And she laughs a little bit. She's very sweet. She says, I know she feels sometimes she doesn't even deserve the amount of homage or honor that you give to her, and she's very, very grateful for that. She's grateful for the amount of time you spend on honoring her memory. Okay. And I get an impression that you do something, maybe it's a
60 seconds.
maybe it's a mass or something that you're doing for her. Do you do anything with masses or any kind of service that honors Mom?
Just here by myself.
Just by yourself? Okay. Well, she appreciates that. She feels like, like shocked almost. I mean, I don't think she knew that you loved her that much. Believe it or not, that you didn't show her, but she just didn't understand that. But you give her so much love and attention from Earth, and she really appreciates that. Let me see if there's anything else she wants to say to you, and then we'll come back to you, and then I will go to the other two people waiting. Hold on, Mom. Okay, there's an M name like a Maria somewhere in the family, or it's hers. I don't know whose name that is, but there's an M-A-R name.
10 seconds.
Do you know that name, honey, off the top of your head?
Yes.
All right. Well, hold on now, love. Hold on. Okay. She says there were karmic issues with her health. It did not appear at first that she was ill. She had no idea. And then over time, it took its toll on her, much to her chagrin, her upset, she means by that, and surprise. She says no one could really take care of her at the end. It was a difficult passing for her and everyone there. Now, Mom, what do you mean by no one could take care of you? I was unable to get control of my health. No one could help me with my health. Oh, she just means she couldn't get healed, which is obvious, right? She says everybody tried their best. She says there was nutrition offered to me, supplements offered to me. In other words, not only did she do traditional, but she also tried holistic modalities and methods. Most of them, she says, were crazy. She says, but she tried what people said. She said nothing really helped in the end. She wishes you much love and blessings. And now the 11th of March, there was a birthday. And right. And was that a grandson to her, honey?
No, that would have been her great-granddaughter.
Granddaughter to her. Okay.
Yeah, and she did have a grandson that just had a birthday also on the 19th.
Well, that's who she's talking about. That's why she's wearing the hat. Okay, that's
okay.
Yeah, because it wasn't the 11th; it was the 19th. It's closer. That's her grandson. She loves every one of them so much. She loves you so much. She comes in with those birthdays, and she does the birthday. She shows the birthday to give you further verification of her presence in your life. So she says, "Take care of yourself and everyone," and she says, "Thank you for honoring her so much with your thoughts and your thinking." And she gives you a big kiss.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, honey. God bless. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, honey. Okay. Going to go to Danielle. There she is. Hello, Danielle. Danielle? Okay. I'll come back to her in a moment. I'm going to go to Susie. There. Oh. Okay. Hold on, Danielle. Danielle, there I am. Okay, sweetheart.
I guess I was muted. I didn't realize. Sorry. How are you?
I'm doing good, love. Go ahead, honey. Just give me your question, darling.
I just want to know if the direction that I'm on, or I don't really feel like I'm in a direction for work and love, I feel like I just need some guidance.
Yeah, well, you are. I get a big... just want to let you know you're on the right track. I get a big yes. It's like neon sign. Yes, yes, yes. And what the message I'm getting is that you're following your heart more. You finally are doing more of what you feel is the right thing to do for you. Like reparenting yourself almost, and taking inventory of who you are, what you want, and what you wanted out of your life, and going about it. It seems a bit haphazard at times. Things don't always fall into place for you, but the more you do this, your guides are saying, the better it will get for you. And over time, you'll start to see a rhythm of this and results from this. They say, don't worry about the past. The past is the past. It has no influence on the future. All your failures will not be repeated. You only have a future ahead of you with wonderful, blessed things going on for you. They say to you, please have faith in yourself. Please believe in yourself. You're very calm. You're very, interesting, healing and calming influence. Oh, I get it, because I know what you do. You have a very healing and calming influence on others. And the work work that you're wanting to do will reflect that, and you will have clients coming in for you in this area. You can also use it on yourself for your own healing. As for the love thing that you're thinking about doing, it is working out for you. Don't be so negative. Don't undercut yourself so much with doubt. Take the steps you're wanting to take. They will work out in the end. Any questions?
Yeah, it's a healing work. I'm thinking about doing some tarot classes and stuff. Would that relate to what they're talking about?
No. Well, you can do that in your work. You can do it in your work, but the main thing is that you're helping people in life dynamics, changing their life through hypnosis. Now, if you were to combine, this is going to sound a little wild and yippy, but that's what we're all about here, is if you combined tarot with hypnosis, it could become a very powerful and unique modality for you. And you would be able to reach the hearts of others. Now, let me just see how that could be done. I don't know why you keep letting go of things you already know. Don't let go of anything. You did it for a reason. It's in your treasure chest of who you are. People will need that, but if you put a little slant on it, it's different. So you can take your psychic abilities, put them into hypnosis trance, work with people on healing, or work with people on setting goals and reaching them, but use tarot perhaps as part of that. Maybe you could have a combination hypno-tarot session or something. You can do something kind of unique with that. Okay? Don't give up. Keep undercutting yourself. It's like you can't see yourself. It's like you look at yourself in the mirror and you say, I don't see myself.
It's just so hard sometimes.
It is difficult, love. It is very hard. I mean, believe me, this is for you and for everybody else, if anybody is bothering to listen. Even in my own life, I doubt so much, so often, my own prosperity, where I'm going, and I have nothing to doubt. My friends and Susie B in particular, she'll say to me, well, Laura, you're always thinking that, but everything's always fine. We have to have faith. It's one of all people's lessons, is to have faith in a higher power and the power of asking Spirit for help. The most important thing that you have to do is to be sure what you really want. And I know you have problems in that area too, because you don't think you're going to get it. And this is true of everyone, by the way. We don't know what we want because we're afraid we're not going to get it, so we numb ourselves. Sound like you, Danielle?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're always undercutting, you're always second guessing, what do I really want? The only way through that, so this is the power of wanting. The power of wanting and knowing what you want is very, very potent indeed. How do we get in touch with that feeling? The way we do it is through meditation and journaling on a daily basis about what we really want. At first, you're going to come up with goals that are superficial and that other people want in the world. Then you're going to come up with goals that are very superficial that other people want for you. Then you're going to come up with what you really want. You have to cut through all those layers before you get to what you really want. We can't help it. We're all programmed by the superconscious mind. Its better term is race consciousness. Each and every one of us, and you more so than others, is programmed by media to want certain things. And they're not really what we want. What we want are soul goals. We want to have self-expression. We want to be recognized for gifts. That means money and clients and all of this activity. We also want at the end of the day to feel like we'd made a difference somehow. That's what a soul goal feels like. So sit in meditation every day, journal about what you truly want, and then ask for it. And what I feel and what Spirit tells me you really want is to have a healing business practice where you are getting clients and you are making a lot of money. In the interim, you can do more of the mundane things that you know how to do that will make you money. You may be confused a little bit about that right now. We can talk about that for a moment or two. But ultimately, you want to have that business. You know how to make that business. So stop denying it. You do. And stop doubting yourself. You know. Now, do you have any questions about any of this, love, before I let you go?
No, but not a question, just a comment that, I was on my track and I was doing things, but then I just kept getting blockages. Like my computer wouldn't work or my programs wouldn't work, or You know, I couldn't see clients at my, like, just, there was always something that was standing in the way. So I basically just kind of gave up. I was like, I can't, obviously this wasn't the right path.
Okay. And what path was that you were taking at the time?
You know, having clients and doing hypnosis.
Hypnosis.
And
okay.
it just seemed like it was such a struggle for me to get everything in order and be able to help people when they would come, because, you know, like, just everything would go wrong.
Right. But what I get is the reason everything was breaking down. By the way, what Danielle goes through, everybody goes through. This is an extremely relevant subject for everybody. But what you were going through is fear of failure. And so your fear took on a psychic life of its own and got into your machines. You were fearful. So the way around fear is the following: baby steps. Baby steps. I was working with a woman today who's on permanent disability. She's got OCD and a myriad of things. She's agoraphobic. She never leaves her home. I mean, the things that are wrong with her. She still lives at home. She's 35 years old. She can't get out of her own way. She has no life. And the only way out of that, she's petrified of life. Petrified. It's similar to your pet. You know, we're all petrified of becoming butterflies. Isn't that ironic, right? And you're in the work of making butterflies. Of course you're in the work of making butterflies, because you're supposed to become a butterfly. Your life's work is related to this. So the way out of it is baby steps, breaking it into little modules. Set goals, and then work on the goal. Then it breaks down and it doesn't become so frightening anymore. You're not pitting so much on each step. You know, each step is a little step in the process, but it's not do or die anymore. It's do and live. Give me a rhyme from this. It's no longer do or die. It's do and vie for the next step. So you're going to the next step. So break it down. Break it down. But I want, from a psychic and spiritual perspective, I'm confirming to you that your life's work, your joy work, your dharma, if you will, is the point that is most difficult for you, which is birthing the butterfly in others as you birth the butterfly in yourself. And I like the idea of tarot and anything else you're attracted to as you move forward, because these all can be incorporated into a holistic modality. It's extremely unique and different, and people will seek you out. People seek people out because they're different, not the same.
Right.
All right?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Namaste, my dear. God bless. Okay. Bye-bye.
You too. Thank you.
Okay. Bye. Okay, I'm going to go to Susie now, my lovely Susie. Susie. Hello, my darling.
Hello, Mona.
Hi, honey. Thank you for your donation. Oh, and Danielle, thank you for your donation, honey. Goes in part to help animals. And anybody else that's made a donation, thank you so much. Okay. All righty now. We're going to go to Susie B, who wants an other side connection. You want to add anything in, honey, before I shoot forward?
Well, just would like to see if anybody has any insight to my move thing.
Oh, so that's not an other side connection. Unless you...
No, yeah. I wanted to see if my mom or my grandmother or somebody would say something.
All right.
Don't focus on it too much. See what they have to say.
All right. Let's see if they have anything to say. Hold on. Okay. I think I have Grandma here. Okay. Was she? I think it's the German side, not Mom's side. But let me tell you what I see, honey. She's carrying extra weight on her. She has longer hair that she likes to wear up in a bun. Some of the tendrils are falling towards her face. Would you understand that for either grandma, please?
No.
Okay. Would you understand heart problems for either grandma, please?
Absolutely.
And is this the one with the extra weight on her body, please?
It would be my grandmother, my paternal grandmother.
She's got extra weight and heart problems?
Yes.
All right. And that's not the one you want, I'm assuming. Do you care?
Oh, no, it's just fine. Yeah, no, I don't care if she wants to come through. I'm happy to hear from her.
All right, sweetie. Now, she shows me herself a little bit more distinctively right now. I know she's your German grandma. When she walks, she's got a little bit of a waddle to her. Would you understand that, please? A little bit of back and forth there motion. You understand that, please?
I wouldn't know that, no.
Is that because you don't know, or because she didn't walk that way?
No, because I don't know. She passed at 54.
Oh, okay. So let me just add then, when she walks right now, she shows me a little bit of back and forth, a little bit of back and forth. She also has got some kind of a, I don't know what to make of this really. Something she holds in her left hand reminds me of a cutting board, okay, like a wooden cutting board. Oh, it makes sense to you? Okay. She puts it down. She got in her right hand a knife, and she's doing something with that. But she also takes the knife. She holds the cutting board up right now, takes the knife that's in her right hand, and smacks it on the cutting board on its side, as if she's calling people for dinner, or she's calling attention to you right now. Bang, 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 like a dinner bell, but she's using the cutting board and the knife for that, okay? Bum, bum, bum. Okay, she's got a strong personality. She's laughing a little. She's got a little nose like you have. She's a very kind and sweet person, similar to you. And also, I think she likes to sing like you like to sing. Could you confirm? I know the nose, okay, but could you confirm she likes to sing, please? That she likes to sing. Do you understand? Yes?
That I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know if she did.
Okay, well, I hear her singing, so I just want you to know. And she also kind of wears her hair in a strict bun or away from her face sometimes. I don't know if she did when you knew her, okay? Yeah. You do know that? Okay. Well, that was what I saw in the beginning, okay? So that's that grandma there, okay? She's got some messages for you, and she loves you very much, by the way. She says, she knows she didn't give you enough attention growing up. She wasn't around you enough, obviously, because she died when she was 54. She says, you're a lot like me in many, many respects, my dear Susie. She says, I love you, love you, love you. She says, you're such a kind, sweet, gentle girl. And the dogs, oh, I love the dogs. I love dogs, too. We had dogs in our house growing up. Now, do you know that, honey, that she had dogs?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. She says, you get a lot of these things from me. She says, you don't realize how much you get from me. She says, I want to take ownership of you now. She says, you even get that from me. The fact that you like to take ownership of people to help them. She says, I'm just like you. We both have big hearts, big, big hearts. Now, as far as the move goes, she says, I don't care about the move. You want to move, you move. You don't want to move, you don't move. You're really worried about the money behind the move, if it'll work out for you perfectly. And she says, yeah, I think it'll work out. She says, I'm not going to tell you one way or the other. She says, that's something you're going to figure out. She says, I do feel you'll figure it out. But she says, don't worry so much about the money. She says, always worry about the heart. She says, the heart is the important thing. Home is where the heart is. Heart is where the home is. Happiness is where the heart is. Don't forget the heart. If it feels right, do it, is what I'm trying to say. She says, it feels right to you to do this now, so stop thinking about it too much. Go ahead and do it. Oh, interesting, because today we keep having that theme, right? A lot of people were saying the same thing too. Spirit seems to say is don't overthink things. Just do it. Okay? All right, honey. So that, yeah, so be happy with that, my dear, and don't overthink things. Just do it. And this is true, by the way, of everybody. I love these messages today. They're very universal. But everybody listening, don't overthink things. Just do it. You know that Nike phrase a couple of years ago? Do it. I think it's just do it, or just do it, or something like that. Remember that phrase, Susie? Yeah. Okay. So go out. Just do it, guys. Just go out and do it. Don't overthink things. When we overthink things, we take the power out of it. When your heart is telling you, your gut is telling you to do something, go and do it. There's an article on my website called Gut Instinct. It's on the right sidebar. If you're listening to the show in the future, just go to the right sidebar in the search field, put in Gut Instinct. You'll find the article. It's how to get in touch with your gut instinct and do it. Okay, Susie, thank you so much, honey, for asking that question. Thank you, love. God bless, honey. Bye, honey. Bye, love. Bye. Bye. Okay, I want to thank everybody for listening. If you'd like a private session, just go to booklaura.com. If you mention radio show in the event code field, you will get a third more time, which is 25% off the cost of the session. So if you order 30 minutes, you get 40 minutes for the same price as 30. I want to thank everybody again. It's been a pleasure, and I hope you got something out of this material. Namaste.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio.